What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, playing some Farming Simulator. Right now I'm combining some of my fields, because it just would fit better. Makes more sense to have them as one whole field instead of two separate strange fields. So I thought, you know, I'll record. I already partially did it. I was contemplating making a video or not. I haven't posted in a minute. But, yeah, I thought I should, make a video because that's kind of the point of having a YouTube channel, I suppose. But yeah, it's just a normal farming sim video, nothing special about it. Thought, what the hell? Why not do a farming sim video? And I'm actually gonna do a lot of the work instead of just having, oh god, instead of having workers do it. I mean, for creating fields, I have to do it, but because I want to have it my own way. So that's the first one I wanted to do. So the next one is over here. So now 42 and 43 are now 1. I'm probably going to combine 46 and 47 soon, but not today because I've already planted that field and I don't want to redo it. Yeah, I'm going to combine 41, 48, and whichever one that is. Combine those in a minute here, so I'll do that afterwards. First, we're going to hop in the new big bud I got. So this big bud, it's like the other big bud I got, but this one is Case IH Red. So I'm actually getting some big farm equipment on this farm. So I thought, makes it a little more fun having some of this bigger equipment that when I do a lot of like the small farm stuff. Alright, here we go. I'll probably buy a big planter. I'm probably going to have AI plant the field for me. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying my videos that I do post. Um, that Call of Duty video is now my most popular video on my channel, which is insane. But yeah, it's enjoyable doing content here and there. Not very often, you know, got life and whatnot, I guess. But you know, I enjoy making the videos, talking about myself and whatnot, and you know, I even can like talk about things that are going on in my life. Like, I'm actually getting a lot of great quality time with my dad, and you know, I'm I'm very happy that he watches my content, which is awesome. So, Dad, if you're watching this video, thanks for watching, and I love you, Dad. Um, you're awesome, or something. I don't know, but you know, it's I am actually starting to feel like I'm getting a lot of good relationships with my family now. I'm buying hay from one of my great uncles, and I'm the one who set it up for me and my grandpa. So it's like, it feels like a lot of things are going right. I mean, the only thing not going right now is that still no girl. But that one's a bit of a pain in the ass to do when you're someone like me who doesn't like talking to people. And also the people you see all the time are people you wouldn't want to talk to. Because I'm willing to talk to new people, but it's like, I feel bad, I guess, in my way. The way I think, I guess, is I don't want to bother them, I guess. But I gotta stop being like that, I guess. But yeah, I thought, but yeah. So this thing is nice. This thing works really well. I put the nice big wide tires on her. This map is really nice. It's fairly nice. I was gonna do my Minnesota map, but I thought I'll do this one because if I want to record a video, I can, which I am doing. Um, this one, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for it. What I wanna. but it's nice to make farming sim videos because they're easy to do, and a lot of people like them the way I make them, or at least from what I've seen of other farming simulator videos, that's how they like them. I was thinking maybe one of these days I'll do a farming sim video eventually where I don't talk, there's music playing, and it's just the footage of me doing like the farm stuff, which I don't know if that would be something anybody would want, or like not even doesn't even have to have music. It could just be just farm work, no, no me talking, because I don't know if everybody's a big fan of me yapping my tongue, I guess. But I don't know. That's something you guys would enjoy watching. Something where it's just the pure footage. There's no talking or anything. It's just pure gameplay. Because I'd be up to do that because that isn't too difficult to do. Um, and if that is something that you guys would want to see on my channel, just let me know what a good time, like how long I should do it for. Like, do I make the video an hour long? Do I make it 30 minutes long? Do I make it 20? It's what would be a good time amount for that? If you guys want to let me know in the comments. Um, but yeah, I mean, things are going good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm happy. Getting quality time with family and whatnot. Playing video games and just been overall pretty happy, except no having no girlfriend. But that's another bridge I'll have to cross one day. Because one of these days I'd like to have a family of my own. Well, start my own family, I guess. It's the best way of putting it. But it's kind of hard for me to meet people because I'm around the same place all the time. And another thing is I'm a very specific type of person. Farmer, video gamer, I believe in certain things, but, that's a bridge I'll have to cross when the time comes. Right now, it's just enjoy my last couple of high school years, Well, technically, the rest of this year and next year are my last high school years, you know. Well, I guess you wouldn't know, because you don't know me. Unless you are related to me, or you know me in real life. But, if you guys have been enjoying this content, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, all that jazz. If you want to see, like, I was thinking maybe I could do a Cyberpunk video eventually. Um, I have a decent amount of games. Like, I could do more, like, Spider-Man, I don't know, Gotham Knights. I know that probably wouldn't be popular. I'll probably just play that myself. But, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what people want to watch, I guess. But this works fine and dandy, I guess. What I do, the way I do things. I know it might not be everybody's favorite thing to watch videos without editing, with all that stuff, but it's just the way I do things because I'm just a kid. I don't got time to transfer over this footage to a computer, a good computer, because my laptop is not a very good computer. Transfer over to like a computer, have an editing software, even know how to edit, what I can and can't use for sound and whatnot. There's a lot of things that go into it, and I'm not a tech guy. I'm just simple, man. I ain't too smart when it comes to that tech crap. I use technology for video games and other stuff. So when I made those couple of thumbnails, like the couple thumbnails that I made, they weren't very good because I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to, how should I do it, and I don't have like an artist or anything. Like, it's crazy how good you have to be to make intriguing things, I guess. But it's not like I have a lot of viewers or subscribers that I need to make my content really good for. I make this content for something that you might want to play in the background and just hear me talk. I mean, I am not a perfect person by any means, but I try my best. I just push through each day, you know, time goes on, you know. I work, I try my best at certain things, and it's just the way it is, and that's what I believe, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, like, I guess that one thing I could talk about right now, that I guess could be theoretically interesting to some people. Me and my dad, as I was saying, me and my old man in my grandparents' basement, we're making a little farm setup that resembles I almost should call it my farm because one day it eventually will be my farm. But we're gonna try remaking it, having some extra stuff that wasn't originally there, and like trying to do the best that we can with it. And I'm excited. It's something that me and him can finally bond over, and I'm happy about that. You know, I kind of wish that we both had Farming Simulator 25, both had PS5s, both had PS Plus, and could play together and talk to each other and play together. But we both have our own schedules. But with his job now, he gets done at a decent time. But he's got to deal with his own other stuff, and I feel like But it would be fun to play FS with him. But you know, maybe that day will come. But for now, it's better if he focuses his money and his time into his own life that he needs to get better. I mean, I know his life isn't perfect right now. He's been through a lot over this last year. And I feel very bad for my dad. I I'm trying to be better. I still joke and make fun of my dad, but in a loving way. But sometimes a couple of my family members, like my cousins, they'll be like, "Oh, look at Uncle Mark," or Uncle, and I tell them, "Quit it. He's been through a lot. You should stop." I try to do the best for my dad. I try to say, I'm trying to be better example for my cousins, and it's because I love my dad. I know he's probably proud of me from what I've accomplished in my life, because I know my grandpa is. A lot of people are. When I was a little kid, I was always, hoping my dad would come around and I could be like, "Dad, look at this cool thing I did," or "You want to play some games together?" But that was a different time. He was busy, and he was like, there was one woman that he was with that was a very bad lady, um, and that's how he missed a decent chunk of my life. But he's trying to make up for it, and that's great. I'm happy my dad is trying to make up for his mistakes instead of being like, "Oh, it was past. Oh well. Boo. Whoops." You know, he's actually trying, and I might not look up to my dad because he is shorter than me. But I love him very much, and I couldn't ask for a different dad. Um, I mean, he has been a good father figure to me, but Papa, my pa would never replace my dad as my dad. Pa will always be my grandpa. There's nothing that's going to change that. And no matter what, I'll always love my dad, even with the stupid choices he makes. But I'll always love him because he's my dad. And, you know, I felt really bad when my stepmother passed away last year. And also last year, my aunt on mom's my mom's sister passed away. But that's a different story for a different day. But I felt very bad for my dad because it wasn't it I didn't think it wasn't that long ago that me and my step that that me my dad and my stepmother got married. So it's very sad to see, hear that she passed away. I felt really I every day I think about it, I feel terrible, you know, for my step siblings, my dad, cuz my dad loved her. I might not have, for me it was different for me to show love towards her because I didn't really get to know my stepmother. And that's okay. Nothing, it wasn't going to be, you know, I wish I could have had a better relationship with her. I wish I could have gotten to know her. But I know she was a good person to that person. And, you know, I know it was really hard for my dad that first little while after she passed. Because my dad needed to get his life together. That's something I've always seen that's always seemed to be a problem with my dad because my grandparents always would complain about, oh my gosh, he did this time, and I feel bad anytime my grandparents speak badly of my dad because that's how much I love my dad. I care about him so much where when I hear my grandparents saying bad things about him or complaining about something he did, some mistake he made, it kind of bothers me because it's like, wow, you're talking crap about my dad? But we all make mistakes. We all should try to fix those mistakes if those mistakes were made. If you can't fix them, well, try to do something that will make up for it. And I know that's what my dad's trying to do. And I love my dad for a lot of the crap he's gone through in his life. You know, my dad might not be a perfect role model, but no matter what, he's always going to be my dad. I'm always going to love him for being my dad. I I don't know what I'd do without someone like him in my life because I take after my dad a lot. Like a lot of my traits I've recently come to learn I've gotten from my dad. Like my laugh, that's something I got from my dad. There's a decent amount of things that I got from my dad. Not my head shape, of course, because nobody has a round head like my grandpa. That's something I got from him. But I believe that, you know, even with how my dad does stuff in his life and some of the dumb things he does, no matter what, he'll be my dad and I'll love him because he's my dad. There's nothing that's going to change that will make me not want him to be my dad anymore. And when I hopefully have kids one day, I'm gonna try to make, try to bring. I'm not gonna bring up the dumb stuff that they're theoretic, theoretically. If I have kids, I'm I'm gonna tell them the good stories of their grandpa. And my dad is I don't know the exact words how I want to explain my dad, but my dad is someone who I love, who I can see he would do things for me. If I needed help on the farm, he'd be when I take over. My grandparents aren't living there no more, or aren't around or whatever, I know he'd be willing to help me out because, it's hard doing that stuff, and who knows, whoever I may end up with, or if I don't even end up with anybody at all, you know, maybe they don't know how to farm. Maybe I haven't gotten that time to teach them, and I need desperate help to haul hay or do this. It was just nice to know that my dad's got my back. And I'm glad that he's my dad. Even though I know the story of how I was born, well, not like me being conceived and all, but I know the story of how people reacted when I came to exist, and how everybody was very surprised that I was a thing. And you know, I wasn't I was a surprise. I wasn't planned, but my family is very happy to have me as one of them. And I'm glad that I'm part of my family. I have a lot of great role models, a lot of great members of my family that I love spending time with. So it it's very nice to know that I have a great family behind me, and that's got my back, you know. And I guess this video now, I guess, is a video to make up for past things I've said in videos. Because lots of my videos, I've said things, and those things are not true anymore, or if they are still true, you know, I shouldn't have said those things. And I want to make up for that. And I don't want to take down those videos either, because they're not necessarily bad videos. It just, some of the things I said are now currently out of date, I guess, compared to what's going on now, I suppose. So that's why I guess this video is a good thing I'm making it, because it's saying, hey, past videos, they're the past. What the said in those isn't really the here and now. Each of these videos is almost like if I had a diary. You know, this video is day blank of this year of la da 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 da, because this could be this channel, like if I ever stopped just posting, I just kind of gave up on the YouTube thing, and I just didn't want to do it no more. This would be a great thing to, I guess, look back and be like, oh, that's what I did on that day back in 2025 in May. I made that video. That video that I'm glad I made. That's, I guess, kind of what this channel has kind of been, except the videos with Aiden. Those videos are the actual, like, true YouTube videos. Those are the ones that are entertaining. People like watching those because they're funny sometimes. Depends. But my videos where I'm solo and I do it myself, by myself, those are the videos where I'm talking. I'm discussing things. Might not be interesting to you, but there might be somebody who actually is like, yeah, I actually like listening to what this, I guess I should say kid at the moment, since I'm still young. This kid's got to say, but one day maybe I'm still making videos at the age 35. Maybe, I don't know. And I'm still saying stuff like this, or I'm like, because eventually, you know, there's going to be more types of content I want to make on this channel. I want to make vlogs. I want to do vlog videos of me doing stuff on the farm, actually working in the shed, building my knives. Because my next project that I'm going to work on, I'm going to build like a Wolverine-like claw. It's going to be like a single claw, which, what the, okay, I don't know why that did that, but, it's going to be, I don't know if, not, I don't think everybody knows this, but, back in, what the hell? Back in an X-Men movie, I think, there was like a version of Deadpool or something that had like a single claw. It's going to be kind of like that, in a way. That's what I'm kind of planning on it being like. So, that's my next project I'm going to do, which I'm very excited for. But, yeah, that's my next plan for that. And I might maybe do videos on me making that, because that might be interest to some people. But if not, well, then maybe I won't. But it's, I'm trying to find my footing in YouTube content. It's not that I want to be making money off of YouTube, because I don't see myself making money off of YouTube, because I don't have the time to make consistent videos. I don't have somebody who I can lean on to be like, okay, you'll be supporting the household while I'm taking a chance on this business decision, basically. Because that's what YouTube has kind of become. It's like a business decision. It's like, is it worth the risk to put a bunch of money into this channel to maybe become unsuccessful and it waste of money? That's why my YouTube channel, for me, is just something, if I have time or if I feel like it, I'll do it, you know. But if I don't have the time or if I don't really feel like it and I just want to enjoy myself, I won't do it, you know. It's not something that somebody's forcing me to do. So it's kind of that, you know, I do it when I do it, and if I don't want to do it, oh well, you know. And it's just nice to be able to do that, and not be forced to make content. I mean, some of the time people are like, "Hey, when's your next video gonna come out?" And it's like, I don't know. I was kind of thinking of this day, but then like that doesn't happen, and I kind of feel a little bad about it. But I don't get asked about it anymore, which is nice, because then it doesn't. I don't feel rushed to make videos anymore. I try to make good content. I try. Um, I might make a video this weekend from when this video comes out. Maybe I'll do a video where I'm working in the shed on my lawnmower or something. I don't know. The time will tell. Maybe I could do like a showcase of the farm toys me and my dad have together. Like, I don't know, something like that. And it's a lot of figuring out how to do certain things. I guess figuring out, is this what people are interested in currently? You know, I'm not somebody who's gonna follow the algorithm and be like, oh, people are liking this type of content, so I'm gonna do these type of videos. So that's my idea, I guess. It's like, just I just want to do what makes me happy, what brings enjoyment to me, what I like doing. So, if you don't like how I do my content, well, you don't have to watch it. I'm not telling you you have to watch this video. If you're getting bored with this video, if you're not enjoying what I'm doing or what I'm talking about, well, nobody's forcing you to watch this content. But it really supports me in pushing myself to make more videos if videos do end up doing well. You know, it makes me feel a little bit more motivated and like, oh, people are actually liking watching my videos. I'll try to make more. And the people who aren't subscribers, who just randomly come across my video and watch them, those are people who I think are, it's like, that's something that I kind of wish I was, I guess, because I tend to end up watching the same videos from the same people instead of watching new videos, like from new creators. It's hard to branch out for some people. And that's why I'm very happy that there's a bunch of people who were new to my channel and just watched. Or if they did know me in real life, they were actually willing to watch my videos. And it's interesting. I mean, um, but, and another thing I gotta thank my dad for is for creating this. My video game stuff, none of this video game interest or playing would have happened without him. My dad was the one who got me into playing video games. May not creating YouTube videos, but playing video games in general, which, you know, created this, and it helped me, I guess, get out of my shell a little bit too, because it was a, and it's all, playing video games has been a way for me to reduce my stress levels, because it distracts me. And okay, I'm not gonna add that feel to this one, but it distracts me, and I'm glad my dad did this, I guess. He might not be as good at video games as he once was when I was a little kid, and I've always kind of been a bit better, but I'm glad he got me into video games. That's one thing that I'm very happy he did. And no matter what, I love my dad for doing that, because I love video games, and it's been the way for me to get rid of some of my anger, some of my sadness, some of my everything. And without my dad's influence, I would have never, I feel like I would have been even more stressed, even more, a lot of things. So I thank you a lot, Dad, if you're watching this video, for what you did. And I don't really know what else to say, but I'm gonna probably end this video here in a minute. But I thank my dad, I thank my family, I thank I thank all my friends, I thank the people who are actually genuinely nice to me. I thank you all. For the people who aren't nice to me, who I don't like, who treat me like crap, good for you. You're just, hating on just a normal guy. I'm trying to be a happy person, but some of the people who aren't very nice to me rain on my day. And I don't get why. What's the point of making me feel any worse than I already am? I'm already, some of the time, a very unhappy person. But when I'm happy, I'm very happy, because it's how it is, I guess. I don't know the best way of putting it. I'm not saying I'm depressed and I'm sad and I need help, because I don't. I'm happy enough as it is. It just, the people who treat me like crap, who aren't very nice to me, I don't understand why, because there's no point. What's the point of doing it? Yeah, you get a laugh out of it. Yeah, you make yourself feel a little bit better because you're like, oh, I'm better than this guy because I crap on him and I make him feel like crap and all that stuff. You know, it's strange because that's what happened when I made my singing videos. People were mocking me, mock, ha ha ha. You sung, you're terrible and whatnot. I'm I'm part of a band. We haven't done anything with it, but I'm part of a band, and I'm gonna be I'm the lead singer. So that obviously mocking me and making fun of me for singing obviously didn't make me feel too bad because I'm willing to be a lead singer in a band. It's like it doesn't make sense why people do that. I feel bad for anybody who gets made fun of, treated poorly just because of certain reasons. Like your race, your beliefs, what you like, what you don't like, what you know. Because I've gotten made fun of for just the knowledge of video games. Like knowing about about the Chaos Emeralds and Sonic the Hedgehog and, you know, oh, this Sonic 06 didn't happen, but it happened, but it didn't happen. And you know, people make fun of me like, oh, you play those child games or whatever. And it's like, yeah, I don't understand why you're making fun of me. They're games I enjoy. There's people way older than me, people in their 50s, maybe even 60s, who enjoy games like Mario and Sonic. And, like, it's crazy to think, oh, you're making fun of somebody for liking something. Yes, I might do it on occasion. I shouldn't do it. I really shouldn't. I should be better. I should try better. But it's difficult. It's difficult for a lot of people. But all I can say is just there's no need to make fun of people for what they do or what they like, what they look like, what they do with their hair or their whatever. There's no point. If it's a friend and you're joking about it, hey, go all in. As long as your friend is okay with it, that's fine. But if the person is not okay with it, or if you don't even know if the person is or isn't okay with it, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't just maybe go behind that person's back and go to a different friend of yours and be like, oh, did you know this idiot, that guy over there, he did this? Isn't it stupid? Let's make fun of him. But let's pretend like we're his friend or her friend or whatever in front of their face. Pretend like we actually care, but in reality, we don't. What's the point of doing that? Just don't do it at all. There's no need for being like that. So, I know I do it sometimes. I feel bad that I do it. I try. That's why some of these videos, I try to say good things. So, all I ask viewers, try to be nice to somebody today. Try to be like, find something good about somebody and be like, hey, you have a really nice blank, or your eyes are really nice, your hair is looking real good today, oh, I like the shirt. Like, just try to make somebody feel a little better today. That's all I ask. I don't even need to know about it. You don't even need to be like, oh yeah, today I did this. You don't need the satisfaction of making someone's day a bit better, because you never know. Saying that one nice thing could change their whole life. Theoretically, you just don't know. That's why you should just try to be a nice person every day. I know it's hard for me and a lot of people. Me I have anger issues. Very bad anger issues. When people start pissing me off, I get very upset and mad. So it can be a little difficult for me at times to be nice to people. But normally I get mad at people who aren't nice to me or with my friends. So I guess it's kind of okay, but still I should try not to get upset. But sometimes it's hard for everybody. So I'm just trying to say some good words of wisdom, I guess, and whatnot. So I really hope you guys have been enjoying my videos and keep enjoying them. I'd love to have feedback on my videos and not just from Aiden. Aiden is the only one who consistently gives me feedback about my videos, and it'd be nice to hear from some other people in the comments saying, oh, hey, you did a really nice job in this video, but maybe you should be a little bit more like in this video. Or, hey, have you ever watched this person, because this is how they do their videos, maybe you could get some inspiration from them. I don't know, anything. I'd like to get any comments and all, and not about my hair. I got 4 comments on the one video where I was showing stuff off. I don't know why they were like, go bald, get a mohawk. It was like very strange, but it's like whatever. But I got a haircut. I don't have my mullet no more, so at least currently. Who knows, maybe one day I'll go back to the mullet, but just let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys would like to let me know or whatnot. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And, well, give me a second.